Count your age by friends, not years. Count your life by smiles, not tears. We live in a world where we have to hide to make love, while violence is practiced in broad daylight. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. And the world will live as one. Time you enjoy wasting, was not wasted. You don't need anybody to tell you who you are or what you are. You are what you are. When I was 5 years old, my mother always told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wrote down happy. They told me I didn't understand the assignment, and I told them they didn't understand life. If everyone demanded peace instead of another television set, then there'd be peace. Declare it. Just the same way we declare war. That is how we will have peace. We just need to declare it. Being honest may not get you a lot of friends, but it'll always get you the right ones. As usual, there is a great woman behind every idiot. Love is a promise, love is a souvenir, once given never forgotten, never let it disappear. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. We've got this gift of love, but love is like a precious plant. You can't just accept it and leave it in the cupboard or just think it's going to get on by itself. You've got to keep watering it. You've got to really look after it and nurture it. When you do something beautiful and nobody noticed, do not be sad. For the sun, every morning is a beautiful spectacle, and yet most of the audience still sleeps. What we've got to do is keep hope alive. Because without it, we'll sink. We need to learn to love ourselves first, in all our glory and our imperfections. If we cannot love ourselves, we cannot fully open to our ability to love others or our potential to create. It matters not who you love, where you love, why you love, when you love or how you love, it matters only that you love. If someone thinks that peace and love are just a cliché that must have been left behind in the 60s, that's a problem. Peace and love are eternal. There are two basic motivating forces, fear and love. When we are afraid, we pull back from life. When we are in love, we open to all that life has to offer with passion, excitement, and acceptance. Get out there and get peace, think peace, and live peace and breathe peace, and you'll get it as soon as you like. Peace is not something you wish for, it's something you make, something you do, something you are, and something you give away. When I cannot sing my heart, I can only speak my mind. If you want peace, you won't get it with violence. I don't believe in killing whatever the reason. Art is only a way of expressing pain. I am a violent man who has learned not to be violent and regrets his violence. I believe in everything until it's disproved. So I believe in fairies, the myths, dragons. It all exists, even if it's in your mind. Who's to say that dreams and nightmares aren't as real as the here and now? Happiness is just how you feel when you don't feel miserable. One thing you can't hide, is when you're crippled inside. I'm not going to change the way I look or the way I feel to conform to anything. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. If everyone could just be happy with themselves and the choices people around them make, the world would instantly be a better place. Reality leaves a lot to the imagination. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. A mistake is only an error, it becomes a mistake when you fail to correct it. Nobody controls me. I'm uncontrollable. The only one who controls me is me, and that's just barely possible. Trying to please everybody is impossible. If you did that, you'd end up in the middle with nobody liking you. You've just got to make the decision about what you think is your best, and do it. A dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together is reality. Surrealism had a great effect on me because then I realized that the imagery in my mind wasn't insanity. Surrealism to me is reality. Turn off your mind, relax, and float downstream. The more real you get, the more unreal the world gets. You're all geniuses, and you're all beautiful. You don't need anyone to tell you who you are. You are what you are. How can I go forward when I don't know which way I'm facing? The more I see, the less I know for sure. It's weird not to be weird. There are no problems, only solutions. My role in society, or any artist's or poet's role, is to try and express what we all feel. Not to tell people how to feel. Not as a preacher, not as a leader, but as a reflection of us all. It's better to fade away like an old soldier than to burn out. If being an egomaniac means I believe in what I do and in my art or music, then in that respect you can call me that. I believe in what I do, and I'll say it. The postman wants an autograph. The cab driver wants a picture. The waitress wants a handshake. Everyone wants a piece of you. You're just left with yourself all the time, whatever you do anyway. You've got to get down to your own God in your own temple. It's all down to you, mate.